Good evening, Namaskaram, Vanakkam. I think that we came on specific square, a corner of the subject. Today, I would like to start a new subject. We will discuss today. What is the impact of crop diversities on the production and quality of the crops? You know, biodiversity and agrobiodiversity. These are not separate terms. Agrobiodiversity is straight related to entire biodiversities. You know, when I speak that there is a great impact of crop biodiversities on the production and quality of the production, then it is most important to discuss about what exact these relations are existed. You know, same father and mother. There are 4 children. One seems like father, entire face very similar to father. Second one face similar to mother. Third one seems like a forefather. And fourth is totally different. No similarity with mother and father. Maybe somebody came from the forefathers. Same mother and father, children are different. Diversities. Even in twin brothers also. Small difference is there which can be identified by mother. You go to the forest, you will see thousands of species of the vegetation is exist. Totally different, no similarity. Today, the global population 750 crore. That means 7,500 million. Amongst these 7,500 million people, entire global people, the thumb is totally different, hand is totally different, face is totally different, even the voice is also totally different. Why? Law of the biodiversity. God do not create anything as a similar. In animals, you will see what a lot of animals totally different from each other. Even in entire world, you will see the philosophies are also totally different. One says capitalism, second one socialism, third one communism, Gandhism, Marxism, so many theories, diversity of the theories also, philosophies also. How much production you want per acre of any crop? Coconut, areca nut, coffee, cocoa, cardamom, clove, nutmeg, paddy, wheat, sorghum, millets, pigeon pea, mango, cashew nut, entire. How much production you want, it is not fixed by any government policy. No. It is not fixed by any university technology. No. It is not fixed by the inputs which are utilized by you. It is fixed by biodiversity. How much biodiversity is related to agro biodiversity? When you eat the food, to prepare that food, manufacture that food, how many living beings are involved? Can you imagine? If we will study entire living beings on the earth, you will see every living is related, every living being is involved in the manufacturing of the food. Visible, invisible. Identified, unidentified. Known, unknown. So when you study Subhash Palikar natural farming, you have to study entire philosophy, principles and technology. I am not wasting my 3 hours every Sunday to teach you how to sow the cotton seed. You know it is. You know very well. You are the farmer. How to sow the seed of the paddy wheat. You know very well. You are becoming now the teacher, the best teacher. When you are listening my workshop on YouTube, live, you have to teach to other youth farmers because they are not seeing their future. There is a question mark on their lives due to the corona crisis and global recession. So it becomes your duty to listen entire philosophy, principles and technology of Subhash Palikar natural farming and to teach them. If you will not listen this philosophy and principles, and if anybody farmer will ask you one question, you have no answer. How you can satisfy? We can say teacher, that person, the well teacher, perfect teacher, which have the ability, we have the ability to give the answer for any question, not related to only agriculture, related to human life also and biodiversity. Continuous 3 hours I am speaking here. In old age, in my workshop, 9-day workshop, continuous 10 hours, 12 hours I am speaking on the stage. I am not taking single rupee as a honorarium. I am giving my free services. So I am not coming to you to demand anything to you from you. No. I do not want anything from anybody. I am giving my free services. I have not taken patent of my research work. I have not taken patent. I have given free for all. That means I have no any interest, financial interest in this mass movement. God has given me 40-acre land. It is enough for my families. Only I have started this movement to give the best and bright future to those youth who are leaving the farming, who are leaving the villages and going to the cities and doing the work for 5,000, 5,000, 8,000 rupees per month salary. It is not a human life. I have studied slum area very well, Mumbai and Pune. It is not human life. On one side, the list of the richest person in India. On other side, poorest persons in India. There is a big gap between rich and poor. And this gap is intensifying again and again, every year. And there is no philosophy to finish this gap. Capitalism wants to concentrate entire wealth and entire financial resources in their hands. And communism wants to concentrate entire wealth and income resources in the hand of the government. There is no common man in the mind of these two philosophies. They have neglected the farmer and people, consumers, totally from their minds. But since 11 months, we are discussing about the solutions, the perfect solution. How we can build up our own future. How can we build up our own future without interference of the system and government. That's why I want to give you all things which are given by God in my hand, free of cost. I'm not demanding anything from you and not demanding anything from government or any funding agencies in the entire world. No, I am not a NGO. It is a mass movement. You want the production, highest production, but if you don't want to listen, what are the basic sources which are giving the best production, you can't aware about the subject very well. You are the brilliant people, you are the talent people, You are the creative forces. But your talent, your creativity, your innovative power, your vital power, you are losing every day. You are losing every day. Or you are misusing every day. You are not using properly to strengthen the system of the God, which is called the nature. By your daily behavior, can you assure that you are not destroying the natural resources? You are not disturbing the system of the God? You are not destroying the biodiversity existed in the nature? Can you assure? Which destroy the nature? It is the technology. Which destroy the nature? It is the technology. And which strengthen the nature? That is the science. Science give the information what is existed in the nature. And technology does not give the information. No. Technology commit you to lose your humanity, to lose your innovation, to lose your creativity, to lose your skill, and to lose your vital power. It is the time now to verify what you are actually doing. If you want to study this subject very well, I request you, please study with full concentration, devotion, and then you can aware about the depth of this subject. When we discuss about the nature, we think that I am not a part of the nature. Nature is different and I am different. No. No. It is a wrong assessment here you have done wrong. It is not a real analysis of the nature. We are the one part of the nature And we are sitting on the one branch of the nature. We are sitting on the one branch of the future, our future. And we are cutting that branch in the name of development. In the name of development. So, I am expecting from you that you should become a best teacher. Not only farmer. Not only farmer. No. मेकाले हटाओ, मेकाले हटाओ. Machiavelli system of the education should be gone from India. The slogan are given by those people. They are in the power. Machiavelli is there now. Why? This Machiavelli system of the education is not giving you the truth. But you are misguided by this current education system which is given by the Lord Machiavelli. I am surprised why Machiavelli has not gone up to now. Why? All the theories came from Western countries are totally wrong, unscientific, unnatural. Openly I claim. And I am giving the scientific evidences, sir. When I say I am Indian, that means I am a follower of the truth and non-violence. Indian culture and philosophy do not agree to give the permission for untruth and violence. No. India has not attacked any country still today also, since thousands of years. But another countries attacked India. We do not want violence. We do not want untruth. Indian culture, Indian civilization, Indian philosophy is totally based on truth and non-violence. What you are listening since 11 months, it is 100% truth, science and knowledge. When I say about biodiversity, it becomes my duty to verify and justify the real information, real knowledge about the biodiversity and relation with the crop production. scientifically, not theoretically, scientifically. Sathiyo, before 1450 crore year, that means 14,500 million years ago, the God has created this universe. Then, before 4,500 million years ago, that means 450 crore years ago, the earth is created by the God. And when that earth becomes cool, then continuous explosion of the volcanoes continued. And due to this volcano explosions continuous, environment is created. All the gases are created. And when two gases came together, two atoms of the hydrogen and one atom of the oxygen, by this fusion, hydrolysis process, oxidation of the hydrogen, water is created by the God. How much water? 70% surface of the earth is totally filled by the water in the oceans. A huge water. Huge water. And same 70% part of the body of vegetation and human animals is covered by the water. First, environment is created by the God. Then water is created. And then God has sent a small, minute, unicellular algae in the seawater. One cellular. Then from this one cellular algae, multicellular plant, small lichens are developed. Then grasses are developed. Small plants are developed. Through the small plants, the bushes are developed. Then through these bushes, the trees are developed. Vines are developed. And at last, a huge ruksha, huge tree, just like mango, tamarind, are developed. This development is continued, is called evolution. And it is done by internal genetical mutation. Self-mutation. Today also, every animal, every plant is developing continuously by self-mutation. Just like corona virus. When vegetation is totally developed, then the God thought that is the dried leaves are fallen down on the earth of these trees, huge trees, plants, bushes, and if these fallen leaves and residues of the vegetation will not be decomposed, there will be a big problem because God thought that we have to send animal there, animal kingdom, and entire earth will be fulfilled by residues of the vegetation. So first, God has thought that we have to send bacteria to decompose these residues of the vegetation plants so that the surface of the earth will free for the activities of the future animals. For that purpose, God has sent one cellular bacteria on the earth. Same time, God has sent viruses also. Virus, very minute. We can't imagine about the size of the viruses. Too much minute viruses, we can't find out. It is not visible under common microscope. We want to visible, see this virus, you have to utilize electron microscope. So minute. When bacteria are sent by the God to decompose the residues of the vegetation, God saw, God has seen that only bacteria are not enough. Then, to decompose this matter, God sent another small animal, actinomycetes. Then, funguses, protozoa, and entire microorganisms are sent by the God so that they will decompose the residues of the vegetation and humus will be created in the soil, and that humus will give the life force, vital power, and entire nutrients to all vegetation and living beings. After unicellular bacteria, the God had developed multicellular small animal. Then God had developed so many animals in seawater. At last, the last foundation of the sea animal, that was the fish. Then fishes came out from the ocean on the ground, and from that fishes entire animals are developed by internal natural mutation system, self mutation system, and a great biodiversity. It is a gift of the God. But God has not sent any entire animal kingdom, no. First, vegetation, plant kingdom as a food of vegetarian animal. Then second part, second stage, the God has sent vegetarian animal, and when the population of the vegetarian animal is boosted with a great growth rate of the population, and God thought, if we will not control this population of the vegetarian animals, entire earth will be fulfilled by this vegetarian animal, and they will finish the vegetation. To control the growth, population growth of this vegetarian animal, God sent non-vegetarian animals, lions, tiger, entire non-vegetarian animals. And at last, to control the uncontrolled population growth of vegetarian animal, non-vegetarian animal, the God has sent diseases and insect, so that if you will lose your immunity, you will suffer by disease and you will die, and population will be controlled. Cholera, diarrhea, plague, corona, cancer, diabetes, heart attack, spondylitis, TB, tuberculosis, meningitis, all the diseases are given by the God. Given by same God which has given the immunity also to fight with the diseases, and balance created. And God has created a relationship between entire living beings, internal relations. And God has constituted one constitution, given rules and regulations, laws, how one living being will behave with another living being. Which living being will be the food of another living being. The perfect constitution had been constituted by the God. Perfect. The first law of this constitution: vegetarian animal will eat only vegetarian, including human being. The God has sent human as 100% vegetarian. I openly claim and challenge, prove it that human is non-vegetarian. Prove it, openly challenge. Vegetarian will eat only vegetarian. That means the leaves, pods, flowers, fruits, grains, and tubers of the plant body. Second law. Vegetarian will not eat at any cost non-vegetarian. Second law. Vegetarian will not eat at any cost non-vegetarian. Entire living being following this rule 100% except human. Third law. Non-vegetarian will eat only vegetarian animal. Non-vegetarian animal will eat only vegetarian animal. Tiger will eat only the sheep and goat. And fourth law. Non-vegetarian animal will not eat any cost vegetarian food. Non-vegetarian animal will not eat at any cost vegetarian food. That means body of the plant. Fifth law. One non-vegetarian animal will not eat another non-vegetarian animal. And sixth law. Pathogenic bacteria, viruses will eat both vegetarian and non-vegetarian animals. A fantastic constitution has been constituted by the God. The huge elephant with enormous power if you want, it can uproot any tree without any exhaustion, immediately. A huge power. 100% vegetarian. You keep heap of the meat in front of the elephant and don't give grass to eat. Elephant will accept the death with hunger, but elephant will never touch the grass, never touch to meat, never touch to the meat, non-vegetarian food. 100% follow of the laws of the God. 100%. Tiger, huge power, 100% non-vegetarian. You keep the heap of the grasses in front of the tiger. Don't give the meat to eat. Tiger will accept the death with hunger, stomach, but tiger will not touch the grain, fruit, leaves, vegetarian food. Never, never. According to constitution of the God, entire biodiversity is now behaving to each other and following the laws of the God 100%, except this two legs animal that is called human. How much biodiversity? How much biodiversity? created by the God. I will explain. It is most important. Angiosperms. 2,50,000 species are existed in entire world. India is having 17,500 species. That means 7% of the global species. One part of the biodiversity. Angiosperm. Gymnosperm. Another part of the biodiversity. Total 650 species in entire world. India is having 48 species. 7.4% India is having. Third part, Pteridophyta. Global 10,000 species. India 1,200 species. 12% of the global species. India is having. Third part of the biodiversity. Bryophyta. Fourth part of the biodiversity. 14,500 species on global level. 2,850 species in India. 19.7% India is having. Entire biophytas of the global species. Fifth, lichens. 13,500 species in entire global level. India is having 2,075 species. 15% India is having. Sixth, fungus. 70,000 the species on global platform. India is having 14,500 species of the funguses. 20.7% India is having. Algae. On the global level, 40,000 species are existed of the algae. India is having 6,500. That means 16.3% of the species India is having. Bacteria and viruses. 8,050 species are existing in the global level. India is having 850, 10.6% of the global level. Protists and protozoa, small bacterial animal. 31,250 on global level. 2,577 in India. 8.25% India is having. Molluscs. 66,535 species entire global. India is having 5,070, 7.62%. Arthropods, total 9,87,949 global level species. India is having 68,389 species. 6.9% India is having. Chordates, 48,251 on world level. India is having 4,000. 4,994, 10.4%. Protochloridates, 2,166 global level. 119 in India. 5.65% in India is having. Piscus, 21,700 to 23 species in global level. India is having 2,546, 11.72%. Amphibians, 5,750 species on global level. India is having 240, 4.64%. Reptiles, 5,817 on global level, 460 on Indian level, 7.9%. Use, 9,026 on global level, 1,232 India is having, and Indian participation 13.66%. Mammalians, including human, global level 4,629. India 397, 8.58%. And total plant kingdom vegetation on entire globe 4 lakh 6,700 species, and India is having 44,523, 11.8%. An entire animal kingdom on the global 11 lakh 96,903 global level, and India is having 86 lakh 905 and 7.2% Indian participation. Before 5 years ago, I have told that in India, 48,000 species of vegetation is existed. New figure says 45,523. That means so many species are lost during these 5 years. What a great biodiversity! What a great biodiversity! And all this plant kingdom and animal kingdom is straight related with the food which we are eating, we are eating. Satyu, the grains, fruits, pods, leaves, flowers, and the tubers. It is a vegetarian food given by the plant. How plant manufacture this food? How plant body developed? Who are involved? Pankabandal. Who are involved? The leaves manufacture the food by photosynthesis process. And for that food creation, the green leaves take the solar energy through the sunlight. On 1 square feet leaf surface area in one day, 1250 kilocalorie solar energy is receiving actually. A huge energy. But God has not given to conserve entire energy to the leaves. Leaves can only conserve 1% energy. That means 1 square feet leaf surface area consumes 12.5 kilocalories solar energy in one day. How much solar energy is giving by the God? Huge. Huge. 1 square kilometer surface of the earth. 1 square kilometer surface of the earth consume that much solar energy so that we can convert that solar energy into electric energy. How much? 20 megawatt. 20 megawatt. Huge energy is given by the God. Huge. India is lucky. India is lucky. We are receiving full sunlight throughout the year. Throughout the year. Maybe India is poor country. Maybe India is developing country. Maybe 39% people are sleeping vacant stomach, with vacant stomach. They can't purchase the food every day. Maybe. But India is the richest country. The God has given richest source of the solar energy throughout the year. But Europe, America, developed countries, rich countries, they are the poorest countries because they are not receiving the sunlight 7 to 8 months in a year. Dense clouds are covered in the sky and dense snowfall continued today also. When the sun is giving 12.5 kilocalories of energy to the leaves, then food is created. That solar energy is converted by adenosine triphosphate into chemical energy, and that chemical energy is utilized in the photosynthesis process. Then the food is created by the leaves. 1 square feet leaf surface area of the any plant leaves, when conserve 12.5 kilocalories of energy, create, manufacture 4.5 gram the food, carbohydrates, and through that 4.5 gram, we get 2.25% gram of the food to eat production. Sun state relation with the related with the food state. The green leaves are conserving, harvesting the sunlight, only sunlight harvesting. 10 hours in a day by photosynthesis process. The leaves take carbon dioxide from the air to create the carbohydrate by photosynthesis process. Atmosphere is having the minimum 280 ppm carbon dioxide content. It is a natural level which is taken by the leaves and food is created. That means air is totally related with human food. That atmosphere has given the nitrogen also. To create amino acids in the leaves first and then the proteins. Synthesis of the proteins. And air is giving the oxygen to entire aerobic living beings. Without food, we can survive for 2 to 3 days, 21 days also. Fasting Samrat are living without food for 14 days, 21 days also. We can survive without water one day also. But without oxygen, we can't survive for a moment also, for a few seconds also. For breathing, oxygen is essential. In 1 minute, we are breathing 16 times in 1 minute. Continuous breathing. We are taking oxygen. And that oxygen is given by the leaves of any plant kingdom. That means oxygen is the gift of the plants. State related. When carbon is taken from the atmosphere by the leaves and water is taken through the soil by the roots, then carbohydrates are created in the leaves. Without water, it is not possible. And that water is given by you from wells, dams, canals, tube wells, rivers. But which is the source? River cannot create the water itself. Dam wells cannot create the water itself. When monsoon comes with the huge water in the clouds, taken from the Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal, and when the clouds of the monsoon give the water rain, then water is conserved in the well, dams, canals and tanks. Otherwise, no. That means water is given by the monsoon, free of cost. Monsoon and ocean is straight related with the human food. Straight related. Entire living body is constituted by 5 major elements, Panchamabhutas, Prithvi, Aap, Tej, Vayu and Akash. We have listened it. Satyu. All these varieties, paddy, wheat, maize, sorghum, jawar, pearl millet, bajra, finger millet, foxtail millet, front top millet, barnyard millet, toso millet, kodo millet, little millet, all pulses, all seeds, entire food species crops are given by the forest. In the initial stage of the civilization, human civilization, the ancient human has taken the inspiration from the birds. That birds are eating the seeds of specific plant. They are strong. They can fly long distance without any effort. Maybe something nutritious in that seed. They have collected the seed, tested the seed, very beautiful taste, aroma and strength. They have collected the seed and sown near the caves, near the huts, and given name sorghum, jawar, pearl millet, bajra, maize, paddy, wheat, millets, green gram, black gram, entire crops are given by the forest. An inspiration taken from the birds. Entire forest is state related to our food method. The insect and honeybees, when they pollinate the flowers, then seed is formed, otherwise no. Otherwise no. For seed formation, fruit formation, pod formation, that means human food formation, there is a great role has been given by the God to the honeybees and insect for the pollination purpose. And all the insects and honeybees are residing in the forest on the specific trees. That means entire forest, entire biodiversity of the trees from the forest and honeybees, insects are state related with our human food. How much biodiversity of the insect? How much? How much? How much? If insects are not existed and the honeybees are not existed, nobody can exist. Everybody will exit. State relation. State relation. When the insect attack on the crops, those insects are controlled by friend insects, predators and parasites. And all these friend insects are residing in the forest. How much biodiversity of the friend insects? And friend insect eat the harmful insect and our crops become safe. A great biodiversity of the friend insect is state related to human food and production. बंद कर, बंद. When you observe our bunch of the park or the forest, you will be surprised one day that new plant is come up, not seen in the past, and that plant is developed new, 100% new, not seen in the past. Who has given that plant? The birds are given that plant. In winter, the millions of the birds are coming in India from Siberia, North Pole, Australia, where there is a severe snowfall. They come in India and reside 4 months, and then they come back when they go back when favorable conditions will be created there. 6,000 kilometer distance from Siberia to India. The birds are flying. In between, they are residing on some places. They are eating the fruits. They are eating the seeds of the grasses. And when they come in India, they are casting their caste with the seeds came from North Pole, Siberia, and all other countries. And new plants are developed in India. New species. Maybe which species we are eating, pulses, oilseeds, cereals, and millets, may be given by the birds and developed. Siberian birds, North Pole birds, Canadian birds, European birds, Australian birds are straight related to Indian human food. Straight related. Coconut is not an Indian crop. No. The origin of coconut is Pacific Ocean islands, Southeast Asian countries, maybe Philippines, Laos, Malaysia, Indonesia, Cambodia, Vietnam, Taiwan, and from that Indian Pacific Ocean, on the bank of the ocean, when coconut are fallen down, mature coconut are fallen down on the ocean, Pacific Ocean water, and by the current of the Indian Ocean water, when coconut came in India, in Kerala, and there is a huge you say the wave. The coconuts are thrown on the surface of the Kerala land, and that coconut developed, now spread out in entire India. Which coconut is the culture of the South Indian economy? Which coconut is the culture of South Indian human culture and spiritual culture? That coconut is given by the ocean. Ocean is straight related to human food. Without coconut oil, South Indian food is not cooked. No. Chutney, sambar, and oil. Great biodiversities are involved in the food availability. Great biodiversity. साथियों, this entire Earth surface the dense forests are existed, excluding the desert area. How the leaves of the plants in the forest and in our agriculture crops manufacture the food. I have given the details. Humus is the food stock of the roots of any tree, any plant. All the vegetation, all plant kingdom, all trees are taking the nutrient only through the humus. Humus supply nitrogen, phosphate, potash, calcium, magnesium, sulfur, and all other 99 micronutrients to the roots very easily. Even the humus supply organic acids, humic acids, and hormones to the roots very easily. Humus is the ocean of the nutrient. If there is no humus, there is no plant kingdom. And if there is no plant kingdom, there is no animal kingdom. Vegetarian animal kingdom. And if vegetarian animal kingdom is not existed, no non-vegetarian animal kingdom can be existed. Because one kingdom is the food of another kingdom. There is a food change. 84 lakh species, 84 lakh species, 84 lakh yoni are divided by the God in so many food chains. So, humus is the prior part of the living beings. Straight related, direct, indirect, with human and production. That humus is created by uncountable microorganisms, bacteria, actinomycetes, protozoa, funguses. Uncountable. Humus is not created by specific 4-5 species of the bacteria. No. Visible, invisible, known, unknown, identified, unidentified, uncountable species of the microorganisms are involved in the humus creation. All are humus creation. Everybody has given the part, everybody has given the role by the God. Without a role, God had not sent any animal and any insect and any bacteria on the earth. God has given the role to everybody. If there is a marriage ceremony, 1 lakh people will eat. We have to prepare the food for 1 lakh people. Whether it is possible to cook the food by 4-5 person? Cook? No. No. Hundreds of the hands, hundreds of the people are involved. Cook are involved in the food process preparation. And everybody is having the role. Everybody. If manager will say, no, I will only cook, it is possible? No. Everybody is involved. So, in the humus creation, entire living beings are involved. Entire. Humus creation is done by the microorganisms by decomposition of the residues of the dead bodies of vegetation, residues of the crops, residues of the grasses, residues of the entire plant kingdom. That means entire plants are involved in the food production or human food, direct, indirectly. There were no any microorganism on the earth. How God has sent the microorganism on the earth? Which was the source? And that was the local cow. A beautiful, fantastic animal has been created by the God, that is local cow. Which microorganisms are involved in the humus creation? Entire microorganisms are created in the intestine of the local cow and are existed in the dung of the local cow. Entire species. Visible, invisible. We don't know how many species. We don't know. There was one meeting was organized at Gandhinagar, the capital of Gujarat, last year. It was organized by Acharya Devji, Honorable Governor of Gujarat. The subject was Subhash Palekar natural farming. In that meeting, all vice chancellors of all 4 agricultural universities of Gujarat were participated. All research directors were participated. HODs were participated. And researchers were participated. Subject was how to follow Subhash Palekar natural farming under agriculture universities. Full day content discussion with me. Evening session when we will take the tea break. Honorable Vice Chancellor of Anand Agriculture University said to me, "Sir, we are supporting to your Subhash Palekar natural farming technology." Yes, you are supporting? Yes. How? We have prepared one culture, microbial culture, of 4 species of the microorganisms, and that culture we are giving to the farmers. We are supporting to you. Oh, I was surprised. I asked him, Honorable Vice Chancellor, tell me, how many servants, officers, researchers are related to your university, working university? 5,000. You are giving the salary? He said yes. In this 5,000, everybody is having the role? Work? Yes, everybody is having. I asked him whether it is possible to you, yourself, the Dean of University, Research Director, and Institution Director, 4 people will manage entire university? It is possible? No. How it is possible? How it is possible? No. Then you have taken 4 bacterial species, you have prepared this culture, you are giving the farmers. What is this? Whether humus will be created? How much information you get? You know about the biodiversity of the soil microorganisms? Do you know everything? No. He said, we know only 1% information about soil microorganism. 1%. 99% we don't know. He accepted. I asked him, humus is created by identified, unidentified, visible, invisible, uncountable species totally involved in the humus creation. Can you deny? No, sir, we can't deny. That means you have taken these 4 species and you have prepared the culture. It is a culture of 4 species, not entire microorganism which create the humus. You are not supporting to the humus creation, you are destroying the humus. This is not the spiritualism, it is atheism. It is not a go seva. It is not a go seva. Whether God is innocent, whether God is foolish, God has sent entire biodiversity of the microorganisms on the earth. Why? If only 4 species of the microorganisms can do everything and create humus, then God may have been sent only 4 species, but not sent entire species have sent. That means there is a specific reason. And all species are created in the intestine of the local cow. The God has sent the local cow. That's why we are honoring the local cow very well. We are worshipping the local cow as a God. Why? That means God is giving the message to you. With the local cow. Don't use only 4 species, 5 species of the microorganisms. We want to create the humus, and in the humus creation, entire species of the microorganisms are involved. I have sent it. Please utilize entire microorganism. The message is given by the God. Order is given by the God. You are not listening the order. You are creating our own culture. Go Amrutam, waste decomposer, EM solution, garbage enzymes. What the cultures are done, created by Goshalas, commercial Goshalas and universities and companies. It is a battle against the God. It is atheism. It is not a spiritualism. No. Because we want entire biodiversity to create the humus, not specific 4 or 5 species. No. No. They don't know science. These people are denying the science. Why? I don't know. They are supporting untruth. They are not supporting the truth. And truth is there. Science is that entire microbial species are involved in humus creation sent by the God through the local cow dung. And God is giving the command to you. Please utilize entire dung of the local cow. Don't utilize 4 or 5 species. Since 1988 to 2000, 12 years continuous I was involved in my research work. In the middle stage of the research work, I found that God has given the great role to the microorganisms and local earthworms. And we have killed it. We have killed it by chemical farming and organic farming. Go Adharit Krishi also. You are utilizing truckload of the urea. Have you taken the taste of 1 teaspoonful urea? What is the taste? No, you know, you will die. You are spraying insecticide, poisonous insecticide every day. And drops are fallen down on the surface of the soil. And entire soil is polluted by the residues of the insecticides. Have you tasted 1 drop of the endosulfan? What is the taste? No, you know, you will die. When you eat 1 teaspoonful urea, you will die. 70 kg body will be died. And you are giving truckload of the urea every year. By eating 1 drop or 2 drop of the poison insecticide, 70 kg human body will be died, and you are spraying huge quantity of the insecticide every day. If 70 kg human cannot survive, and these invisible, which cannot be identified by our own eyes, microorganisms will survive? No, they will totally destroy. Green Revolution is a pre-planned conspiracy to destroy the humus creation process. Pre-planned conspiracy. and you are involved in that consciousness. Directly, indirectly, knowingly, unknowingly. When you utilize organic farming, that means you are utilizing cow dung manure, truckload cow dung manure, FOM, compost, vermicompost. And in organic farming, go adharit krishi, when you utilize truckload of the FOM, cow dung manure, compost, vermicompost, you are dumping in the soil very poisonous heavy metals like cadmium, arsenic, mercury, lead, and radioactive elements also, thorium, uranium also. Highly poisonous heavy metals, cadmium, arsenic, mercury, lead. And you are destroying the bacterial species inside the soil. Both are responsible, chemical farming and organic farming, both are responsible. And still they are existed, so also. And chemical farming, organic farming are not Indian technologies, are not Swadeshi, 100% Videshi technology. And Swadeshi people are utilizing those technologies. In the mouth, Swadeshi, and in action, Videshi. What a break. That means to worship the doll of the god, to worship the statue of the god is not a spiritualism, is not a spiritualism. पूजा पाठ आध्यात्म नहीं है, पूजा पाठ आध्यात्म नहीं है. It is not a spiritualism. Worshipping the statues and dolls of the god is the psychological treatment to cool and calm the excited mind. It is a psychological treatment. When you behave unnaturally, your mind becomes excited. And then you are worshipping the god with the dolls and statues. You are committing the sin, a papam. That's why your mind is excited. Because you are not listening to God. You are not listening to God. Basically. I have studied very well Vedas, all Vedas, Upanishads, and Bhagavad Gita. I have studied well Bible, Quran Sharif. I have studied well the all Granthas, scripts of the Buddhas, Mahayana and Hinayana Buddhas, Jain, Shwetambar, and Digambar. And every script is giving the message of the God. Two messages are given by the God through the Upanishads, Vedas, Bible, Quran Sharif, and all the religious scripts. Two messages are given by the God. What God said? Believe me. Believe me. कृष्णा शरणागत हो, मुझे शरणागत हो, surrender me, believe me. And second command, follow me. What I will say, you follow only. Don't take your mind. What I will say, follow. What God will say, follow. To believe in the God is to believe in the statue of the God. No. No. To believe in the God means to believe in the doll of the God. No. To believe in the God means to believe in the system of the God. And nature is the system of the God. Nature is the system of the God. God has sent the nature first and then sent human being. That means nature is not created by the human being. Nature is created by the God. Nature is the constitution of the God. Nature is the constitution of the God. What is existent in nature, that is the law of the God. And when you follow the God means you have to follow the nature only. And you are not following the nature, you are destroying the nature. How you can claim that you are spiritual? How you can claim? God has sent local cow and God has given entire visible, invisible species of the microorganisms in the local cow dung. That means it is our duty to utilize entire dung of the local cow, not specific species of the local cow dung. And when you utilize 1 gram of the local cow dung, you are utilizing minimum 300 crore, 3,000 millions of the beneficial effective microorganism species, visible, invisible, identified, unidentified, known, unknown. How much, I don't know. That means biodiversity of entire microflora, soil microflora, is straight related to the vegetation, development, growth, and the production with the crop productions. And entire insects, entire birds, animals are indirectly related to agricultural production. Indirect. How much biodiversity we can maintain in the soil? We can maintain the biodiversity of the vegetation, huge biodiversity. How much? 45,000, 4,500 species of the plant kingdom. Now, the biodiversity of the plant kingdom is dependent upon the biodiversity of the soil microorganism, and biodiversity of vegetarian animals is totally dependent on biodiversity of the vegetation as a food. An entire biodiversity of the vegetarian animal is totally dependent. Entire biodiversity of non-vegetarian animals is totally dependent on vegetarian animal species. All are involved, and God has given the role to everybody. In the cricket team, 11 players involved. Whether it is possible to captain, to continue the teamwork? No. No. That means if we want maximum production of number one, we have to create maximum biodiversity of the crops on the farm, in the farm, in the crops, in the model, food forest model. What I have seen last time? Coconut, 32 by 32 foot. In the center of the whole coconut, nutmeg. Inside the coconut trees, at 8 by 8 feet distance spacing, areca nut. On the stem of the coconut, areca nut, black pepper, betel wine, grape. In between two areca nut, in the center, coffee, 120 plants, cocoa, 120 plants, cardamom, 120 plants, clove, 120 plants, cinnamon, 120 plants, and all spices. Under turmeric and ginger, chili, brinjal, tomato, cauliflower, flower, broccoli, lettuce finger, cluster beans, entire vegetables. And in between two lines of the coconut and areca nut and coffee cocoa. The banana and papaya. To give available required intensity of the solar light. Because coconut is photosynthetic. Coconut wants full sunlight, having 8,000 to 12,000 foot candle intensity of the solar light. But in the initial stage of the growth, areca nut does not want full sunlight, because areca nut is not a photosynthetic, it is a photosensitive. The leaves of the areca nut want 6,000 to 8,000 foot candle intensity, not more than 8,000. That means dancing shadow and light, the leaves of the areca nut. The leaves of the coffee, cocoa, cardamom, clove, nutmeg, cinnamon, all spices, they are photosensitive. They are not photosynthetic. They want shadow and filter sunlight. Filter, not straight sunlight. Wanting 5,000 to 7,000 foot candle intensity of the solar light. 5,000 to 7,000 foot candle intensity of the solar light. Turmeric, ginger, black pepper, betel wine, pepper. They do not want sunlight. They want shadow because they are highly photosensitive. They want 3,700 to 5,000 foot candle intensity of the solar light. And we arrange it very scientifically in the model. Very scientifically. Huge biodiversity of the crops. Surrounding the boundary of the last coconut of the model, we have taken boundary three lines. Number 1, 8 feet from the coconut. We have taken the trench, number 1 trench, number 2 trench, and number 3 trench. Number 1, sugarcane. A big wall of the sugarcane, windbreak wall. Second, sugarcane line, again second, windbreak wall. And third, drumstick and karunda, a border security force. Border security force. And in between two lines, we are taking the groundnut and millets. Huge biodiversity. Inside the model, in between two lines of the areca coconut and the papaya and the banana, we have taken the trench. On the both side bank of the trench, we are dibbling the seeds of the sorghum, jowar, coarse millet, pearl millet, bajra, sajjalu, maize, and all millets. Finger millet, ground top millet, rosso millet, kodo millet, hostel millet, barnyard millet, little millet, entire millets. So that our stomach can get the food and local cow can get the food also in the form of the straw, fodder. With the pulses, mixing pulses. And in the gap between the trees and these millets, we have taken the shade-loving turmeric and ginger. Shade-loving turmeric and ginger. On the both slopes of the trenches, we have taken vegetables. Chili, brinjal, tomato, cauliflower, flower, broccoli, lady's finger, all beans, entire we have taken. And below level, on the surface of the trench, we have taken onion, garlic, cumin, fenugreek, coriander, carrot, radish, beetroot, and all green vegetables. Groundnut will give the edible oil. Coconut will give the edible oil. In the wooden oil mill, and we can prepare the dosa, idli, sambar, entire raw material excluding salt. We are taking in that 1 acre particle fruit forest model. What a great biodiversity we have maintained. What a great biodiversity. How much maximum biodiversity we can create on the surface of the soil in the form of intercrops and main crop. We are creating the great biodiversity of the microorganisms also. Everybody is having one real mother. Nobody is having two mothers. If there is a second mother, it is a stepmother. When you sow the seed of the cowpea, alsanda, the real mother of alsanda, cowpea, is Rhizobium species, the real mother. When you sow the seed of the soybean, there is another species, real mother of the soybean, that is Rhizobium japonicum. Another, its own real mother. When you sow the seed of Bengal gram, the real mother of the Bengal gram plant, Rhizobium loti, specific. Every plant, every crop is having their real mother, that means real species of the microorganism. Real species of the microorganism. When you sow the lentil, masur, then Rhizobium leguminosum, another real mother of the lentil. When you sow the basim, then Rhizobium trifolium, its own mother. When you say the fenugreek, Rhizobium meliloti, its own mother. And when you say so, the lucerne grass, Rhizobium meliloti, every crop is having specific real mother microorganism species. That means on the surface of the soil, how much biodiversity of the plants, crops we can maintain in particle food forest model, we will create a huge biodiversity of the microorganisms, and all are involved in the creation of the humus. Straight related to the production. Straight related. You go in the forest, you will see the huge tree. with uncountable fruits. It is called Ruksha in Indian languages. Ruksha. Maharuksha. Mango, tamarind, huge tree. Uncountable. Standing in the full sunlight with uncountable fruits. Under that huge tree, there is a tree with remarkable fruits. Under huge tree and tree, the bushes are existed with remarkable fruits. Under that bushes, the plants, variable plants, with remarkable seeds. And on the surface of the soil, the vines are spreading with enormous fruits. Five-layer model of the nature, the God. Where the leaves of the huge tree is standing in the full sunlight, having 8,000 to 12,000 foot candle intensity. But they are very happy. Leaves are very happy. They are manufacturing the food 10 hours in a day without any exhaustion. That means they want full sunlight. They want full sunlight. Requiring 8,000 to 12,000 foot candle intensity at the solar light. That means we have to give available full sunlight to the huge trees. Even all crops which are monocot, grass family, belong to Gramini family, sugarcane, paddy, wheat, sorghum, pearl millet, all millets and grasses are photosynthetic. They want full sunlight. They do not want the shadow. If you will give the shadow on the leaves of the paddy, wheat, jaw, sorghum, pearl millet, sugarcane, and wheat trees, morning 10:30 to evening 3:30, leaves will close the stomata, photosynthesis will be stopped during the higher density of the intensity of solar light, and in only 5 hours, morning, evening, they will prepare the food. When 1 square feet leaf surface area in 10 hours in a day manufacture 4.5 gram food by photosynthesis process, we get 2.25 gram the fruit production. Otherwise, we get 1.33 gram of the grain production within 10 hours. But if the leaves will create the food within 5 hours, they will sleep 5 hours, 50% production will be reduced. That means those huge biodiversity of the carbon 4 plants, photosynthetic plants, we have to give available full sunlight, not to give the shadow. Under that huge tree. The medium trees are existed, just like orange, sweet orange, amla, guava, lemon, apple. They are not receiving the full sunlight straight. They are receiving the dancing shadow. Sunlight, shadow, sunlight, shadow. The sequence, continuous sequence. They are not full photosynthetic. They are mild photosynthetic. Having demanding 6,000 to 8,000 foot candle intensity of the solar light. We have to give available. The dancing shadow. With full fruits, that means they do not want sunlight, they want dancing shadow. We have to give available. Then they will give the enormous fruits. The third line, the bushes under tree and huge tree, having fruits but under shadow, diffuse sunlight. They want 5,000 to 7,000 foot candle intensity of solar light. They do not want full sunlight. Below, huge tree, medium tree and bushes, the plants with enormous grains, seeds. They can survive in the shadow and vines. If you will take only monoculture, only paddy, only wheat, only sugarcane, only coconut, only mango, only monoculture, only one plantation. 1 square feet leaf surface area will consume only 12.5 kilocalories of energy one day. Only we will get 12.5 kilocalories. But in Palekar food forest model, huge tree will consume 12.5 kilocalorie plus medium tree will consume 12.5 kilocalories of energy plus bushes will harvest 12.5 kilocalories of energy plus plants will harvest 12.5 kilocalories energy plus vines also will conserve 12.4 calories. 5 times more energy we can consume. 5 times more energy we can consume in this Parekar food forest model, 5-layer model, with the great biodiversity of the microorganisms and the crops also. If you want per acre 240 metric ton of the sugarcane production, if you want 120 quintal of the paddy production, wheat production per acre, if you want 40 metric ton of the fruit production per acre, then you want to conserve 1,60,000 kilocalories of energy. Sorry, 160 lakh crore. 160 lakh crore kilocalorie solar energy in 1 acre plantation, 160 lakh crore. That means how much maximum intercrops we can take, we have to take, so that leaf index will be increased up to 5 multiple, so that the total use will be increased multiple quantity, leaf surface area will be increased, and automatically we will maximum create the production, maximum production. Straight related, straight related. You observe the birds, what they are doing. You observe minutely. I observed. When bird will sit on the pearl millet, bajra, sajjadu, sajjale, sajje plant, it will eat the seed of the pearl millet. But will drop the cost of that bird, which will create thousands of the seeds. Nobody is demanding free of cost to the nature. No. Everybody is self-reliant, except two leg animal that is called human being. Demanding everything to the government, with big march and agitation. And government, nothing is having, government, nothing is having. They are fighting with the government. They do not believe in the God system. The God has given everything. Why you are demanding to government? Why you are demanding? The rats, I have studied well the rat. What are the activity rats in the soil? They are creating the holes and they are eating the grains. They are eating the oil through the seed of the cotton. I have studied minutely. In 1 year, there was a huge strength of the rats in my cotton crop. And they have eaten the cotton oil, but not disturb the lint. Not disturb the lint. But when they have sucked the oil through the seed of the cotton, they have dropped a lot of the casting on the soil. Lot of the casting. Throughout the cotton duration rate, my entire soil was covered by the excreta of the rats. That year, I have lost 10% production. No problem, definitely. I have lost 10%. But second year, that plot has given double production to me. Due to the excreta of the rats given carbon in the soil. And I have maintained the humus by follicle system of the natural farm. Nobody is damaging to the human being. Human being is damaging everybody in the entire plant kingdom and animal kingdom. So, All the biodiversities of living beings are straight related to the production of the crop. If non-vegetarian tiger, lion will not kill the vegetarian animal, all surface of the earth will be covered by the only vegetarian animal in lot of strength. An entire crop will be eaten by these vegetarian animals, forest animals, wild animals. Today also they are destroying. That's why God has created non-vegetarian animal to eat the animals, vegetarian animals, so that the population will be controlled and you can take the crop very easily, very easily. Maybe tiger and lion is not straight related to agriculture. They are not coming in your farm and giving the dung and urine, no. But they are giving the best service to you by killing the vegetarian animals so that the population can be controlled and you can take the crop very well with the fencing. Indirectly, all non-vegetarian animals are related to the agriculture, your production. How we can deny? How we can deny? How we can deny? Maybe the birds are coming and eating our seeds on the standing crop. Have you observed very well? 90% birds are non-vegetarian. They are coming on the crop and they are searching the caterpillars, harmful insect to eat. You observe minutely, you will see. If there is a pearl millet plant and if there is a insect on the plant, caterpillar, they will give the importance to caterpillar to eat, not will give the importance to the pearl millet. The huge crowd of the birds are coming and they are eating the caterpillars on the crop and your crop becomes safe. Birds are straight related to the production of the entire biodiversity of the birds. Entire biodiversity. There are aphids, jassids on the crop, mealybugs on the crop. You observe minutely. You will see. The red ants are coming. Dark ants are coming and they are eating the jassids, aphids, whitefly, mealybugs, which are harmful insects, which are destroying our crops. The ants are doing our work. The ants are helping to us to destroy the insect, harmful insect. They are giving the best services are straight related to the production of the crop. Straight related. Directly related. Not demanding anything from you. Not demanding anything from you. Before monsoon commence, all ants are deposited entire food for your 1 year in their houses. And after starting of the monsoon, they will not damage your crop. Only they will eat the harmful insect. Straight related, straight related. How we can deny? How we can deny? That means we came on the conclusion that maximum we can create the biodiversity of the microorganism in the soil. Automatically, the biodiversity of the vegetation is increased, and when the biodiversity of vegetation is increased, automatically vegetarian biodiversity is increased. And how much maximum vegetarian biodiversity is increased, the non-vegetarian biodiversity also is increased. Only we have to do one work. Give the Jivamrutam, Ghana Jivamrutam, mulching, create the Vapsa, and sow the seeds of maximum intercrops, which are symbiotic to each other. They are not having any struggle in between them. Their symbiosis. Existence for struggle for existence, but no struggle for the food. If we will create entire biodiversity on the earth, you may think that there is a huge tree there, huge tree here, a long distance between two trees, and there is no relation between two trees because there is a vacant space. You may think about it, but it is not happen. It is not. You dig the entire soil between two trees, you will see the roots of this tree and roots of that tree are coming together in the Wagha border. And India is supplying tomato to the Pakistan. Pakistan is supplying potato to India. There is a symbiosis, exchange of the nutrient and messages to each other. There is a great symbiosis. That means which model I have given last time, maybe coconut model or any other food forest models, you have to follow as it is by creating the full biodiversities so that we can follow all guidelines of the God. And when you follow all guidelines of the God, that means you are believing in the God. And to believe in the God is a only spiritualism. To challenge the God is not a spiritualism, it is atheism. And when you are following Subhash Parekar natural farming, you are 100% spiritual people because you are following the God, you are believing the God. Satyo, local cow is the center point of the all biodiversities. Before we will discuss about local cow, our two Senapatis came here, they will liberate their lectures. Jay Prakash TK from Hosur, Amati Kodgu, Karnataka. He's a Robusta coffee, black pepper, and all other crops. He's practicing Subhash Palekar natural farming. I would request Mr. Jay Prakash ji, you are welcome. You are heartily welcome in this YouTube workshop. Mr. Jay Prakash,
Yes.
TK.
I am with you now.
Yeah. Please wait for it. Amit is connecting you on the screen. Huh?
Okay.
Video.
Okay.
There is a video problem. You are not coming on the screen, Jay
No, I
Prakash
have
ji.
no video problem. I see you here now.
No, there is a voice problem. There is a voice problem. Okay. Before Jay Prakash ji, we will call Shivaraman Satyanarayan. We will call Mr. Satyanarayan.
Yes, sir. Namaskaram, sir.
We will call Mr. Prakash, Jay Prakash ji. We will call Mr. Satyanarayan and he will liberate his lecture. How he is connected with Subhash Palekar natural farming, which crops he is taking actually, and what are his. He is belong to Trichy, Tamil Nadu, Kumarkudi village, and he is practicing paddy, chili, black gram, and also the marigold. I will request Satyanarayan, you are welcome heartily on YouTube channel. Please liberate your lecture. 15 minutes.
Namaskaram, Guruji. Thank you to opportunities to speak.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you. I think the last 2019 I attended SRM college or our SPNF program.
Yeah.
After I personally thank to Mr. Muthukumar Isha Agro volunteer because of introduce this program and Mr. Dakshinamurthy also. And I attend after that I started with the SPNF method, paddy, Karupu, local variety of the country seed, Karupu Kauni.
Oh,
This is
okay.
yes, 130 to 150 days harvesting time.
Wow.
Now 131 days going on. Another
Okay.
10 to 15 days will harvesting going to end.
Okay.
The first I preparation land with Sanup help of 45 days. After that only paddy
Yeah.
seed is putting in land. After 15 days, remove and north will doing in planting in all paddies. Paddies will give 3 times in Jivamridam. First
Okay.
time, 3 times. Only 3 times will give given only. Actually, a lot of rains come. No, that is very help to supporting me, and no insects come. Only one time given in 3G results.
Yeah.
In that's only we'll give. Before only I spent more 10,000 only spent 10 to 11,000 spent Kalai and Kona Vidar
Yeah.
will doing every north distance 1 feet to 1 feet.
Hmm.
So I the harvest after that I will send the details of how much kg will taken and I will send to you details. All the details will send to you, sir. In
They will give the
percentage
details.
of
eh, How you are planted, how you have utilized Ghana Jivamrutam, how much Jivamrutam, how you are to seed. You give the details.
oh yes.
Farmers
First
are expecting to inform you. Yes.
yes. First given 21st day Jivamritam first put in 200 liters, where 1 acre.
Hmm.
To given full 1 acre given 200 liters Jivamritam. After that, the 35th day, Kona Vidar is running to around the all areas covering. With 7 days, will put it land. After that, will give another time Jivamritam.
Yeah.
Yes, but the distance between first to second heavy rain that also given in 18th day will give first
Hmm.
21st next on 18th day and last then 19th day will give.
Okay.
But otherwise, no need to any anything even because of heavy rain. So no one entered in land also because of height is 6 feet. I think going on. Now paddy is will bend only, not even touching ground also.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is a big achievement of I think yeah, because of my land nearest land also the paddy is ground is putting in ground, but this paddy will straight away it straight, but bend only straw is bending only.
You tell me what is the difference between neighboral chemical paddy and your natural paddy? What is the difference between two?
Natural paddy is our paddy is still is not entered in ground level, but nearest some local varieties they give, put in water and destroy all paddies also. Many acres is destroyed actually
Okay.
the heavy rain impact. But our paddy is still in the good position only.
Yeah.
Not a single damage.
Beautiful. You please give the information insect attack and disease attack on the chemically grown paddy on the neighbor plot and your natural plot. What are the difference between two about insect and disease?
Only one time I saw was some red color insects is around all area, but next day will get rain, more rain, so automatically is removed. In safer side, I give 3G correction.
And neighbor chemically grown paddy insect attack disease.
They use chemical, but in around our side is some local name is Urdu doll is putting in our outer area. So they help to enter in do not enter in our Paris area.
That chemically grown paddy is affected by insect or diseases or not?
Insect. insected
I want
and
tell about chili. You are
chili.
taking chili.
Chili, not now, but before that I tried to attend, but now that time I am not getting in full quantity because of
Uh,
some
black gram crop.
black gram is good, no affected, not affected.
Okay. What is the difference between neighbor chemically grown black gram and your black gram? What is the difference?
My black gram is everybody interest to eat greeneries. At that time also they eat directly. No one waited for harvesting. Taste is very well and smell is very good, nice. Aroma or good.
Difference in between two about production
Yes.
and insect attack and disease.
Sorry.
Black gram, neighbor
Okay.
chemically grown black gram, your black gram production. Difference between the production
Okay.
and insect attack, disease attack.
Production is I'm not monitoring actually. Next time I will definitely monitoring is near.
Whether your crop is better, whether your crop is better than chemically grown crop.
Yes, my our crop is very best.
That is the correct.
No.
That means you are getting more production, no problem.
Yes,
Which
yes, sir.
crops you are taking? Another crops
Sorry.
throughout the year, which crops you are taking? Total crops. Only paddy?
Actually, next time I will taking vegetables with the help of Mr. Sudhakar sir. Bangalore sitting is Senadipati. No, that help of to planting vegetables, sir. After
How many
harvesting,
your village? How many kilometers from Trichy?
the 5 kilometers, sir.
From Trichy?
From Trichy, 22 kilometers, I think so.
Okay, nearest.
Nearest only.
There are so many farmers are practicing Subhash Palekar natural farming in Trichy district.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
connected with them?
Sir,
Are you
I have,
connected?
yes, I am served for 40 families to vegetables and the rice varieties and daily usage consumable item collect from our farmers only. So more
Okay.
than 75% collect from our farmers.
Uh, what are
Weekly
your uh,
basis,
what are your another activities besides?
actually, working as the private company
Okay,
in Chennai.
Chennai.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Satyanarayana, you have given the best information to the farmers that you are practicing local variety of the paddy, and your paddy is the best in comparison to chemically grown. You are getting the best result, and even now you are ready to take another crops and vegetables also. Thank you very much, Satyanarayana, for your
Thank you.
great.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you.
thank you. Again, we will call Mr. Jayaprakash ji. It is possible to connect Jayaprakash ji?
Yes, Subhash ji, I
Yeah,
am in the
you are
line. I am
welcome.
waiting for you, sir.
Yeah, you are welcome now.
I am fine.
Mr.
Thank you.
Jayaprakash
Thank you.
ji is
Yes.
from Karnataka, Kottur district, and he's a coffee, robusta, black pepper, and other crops. I would request to Jayaprakash ji, please start your lecture about your activities and your agriculture. Subhash Palekar.
Yeah. Yes,
Namaskar.
doctor. See,
Namaskar. Namaskar.
Oscar,
Namaskar.
I was not into this. I was researching on the
Your voice,
teacher, not
I want loud. Your voice loud.
loud.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was researching on the this permaculture and other things, and
Yeah.
during that period, sometimes where I don't know exactly where I came across is at BNF. Okay, once I came to across SPNF, then I started researching on that, and I came across your name.
Can you increase the voice? Your voice.
No, no, I can. This is the maximum I can speak, and maybe we can.
You keep the inner mouth near the mouth. Your speaker.
No, it's not a speaker. It is on my pad, and it is a speaker on the pad.
Okay. Okay.
One
Okay.
minute.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
One minute.
Let us continue, please.
I'll just bring it closer to me.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? This
Okay.
is
Okay.
fine.
Okay. No problem. No problem. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I was actually researching about the various, because my chemical farming failed after 16 years. It was total failure because of the 16 years of chemically. I was doing some experiments and all. Everything failed. So at that time, I was researching on it through this, and then came across ZBNF and across your name. And then I
Yeah.
started researching, and from there I came about this. I came to know about this, and then I talked to you about 11 months back. I called you up and then spoke to you about two questions. And then you asked me to contact somebody in Bangalore, and then through him I came to know Harshavardhan in Hassan district in Karnataka, in Chendrayapatna, Hassan. His name is Harshavardhan. So I went to him, and then he guided me how to go about this ZBNF. Are you hearing me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you hearing
I am
me?
listening.
Okay.
Yeah. Continue.
Okay. Then I spent about 1 year, about a day from him, and then me and my manager, we call him writer. We both were there, and we had a very, and looking at the plantations, not no farms nearby and everything, and the difference between the other farms and these farms, we were very impressed by it. And then he is doing it for the last 10 years. After 10 years, and it was so different from other farms, all the nearby area. Okay. Then we came and started, we changed over to this, buying the deshi cows and then making the plant
Yeah.
for making Jiva Amrita and all those things. And we started and go ahead with that one.
Yeah.
There we found a problem because of the existing about 150 years old estate with coffee and pepper and all those. It suddenly change over the 5 layer was not so easy. We're thinking about it, and we got the jungle trees and all those things are there in our area, because the tree and forest trees which are this comes under the still comes under the forest department in our own property. So then what we did was that actually we continued with the same thing, but your way of me picked up the mulching, the importance of mulching, as well as the Jivamrita and the trenching. Trenching we call it cradle pits for every plant in the state. We have already got cradle pits. We made long years back, long time back. And we all connected them together, and everything got, but not exactly the way you are described in your 5 layer planting that literature, because the existing trees and this thing we cannot remove them, replant them, and all those things, that is not possible. So we try to adapt as much as possible, and finally, not maybe the full extent to as what you have described, but to our satisfaction, we have come to a certain extent. It is much better than the condition was before that, the way we arranged it. But the problem now is suddenly changing over from that to this our ZBNF, SPNF. Okay, now there we are giving Jivamrita. We are making 4,000 liters of Jivamrita every month, and
Yeah.
we are spreading it to the state through sprinklers. 4,000 liters of Jivamrita every year. Sorry,
Yeah.
every month. And that means in 2 times we can cover the estate.
Yeah.
At 15 days, we will cover the entire area once, and then next 15 days once. The 2 times we can do it. And even now we have retaining the very good what call that moisture in the soil, and by currently there is no place we can see the soil because everything is covered with the brown leaves, the dry leaves, and also we are monitoring the natural growth of weeds only once a year. That is only true under the trees where we pick the coffee. Otherwise, they are left behind. All these. Yeah. And because of this, 2 times we are giving Jivamrita.
Yeah.
That is we are using this process half an hour before Jivamrita with water that wets the land. Then half an hour Jivamrita, and then half an hour for washing out the lines as well as the trees on which the Jivamrita is sitting on the leaves. So this way we are doing 1.5 hour power, one setting of that way. So we can cover the estate in half a month, one set and the other set. Now, if you ask me, because I had started this only about 11 months back, if you ask what is the difference between any improvement I have seen or not. Now, the improvement means what I see there is this year we have not have any disease infects from insects or insect attacks or other kind of plant diseases. So we have not done anything with that one. The plants are healthy and all those things. But otherwise, anything to do with the production of this thing, we'll be able to say only in the next crop. This crop is already set in by the time I started this 11 months back. So the present crop is being harvesting is going on. So I think so next year we can say what may be the difference between that. But if you look at this other way, out the plant, the land, the moisture in the land as well as this, and plus one more thing is we didn't have any. I mean, all the earthworms, every kind of even the snakes have disappeared from my estate. That much of chemicals I was being in tons of chemicals. Once I stopped that, then everything started coming back. The come back. Snakes and rats are there, and insects are there, and birds are back, which were not there. So I think that way there is ecological improvement in the state. But production-wise, I can say anything about it only after the next yield. So this is the situation now. And I am maintaining about 12,000 coffee trees and about 2,500 or more pepper vines and about 5 nutmegs trees and about 2,000 nuts. And so all these are 8% crop. Honestly, now adding more and more, maybe we'll see whether how much is the space allowed.
Amit केलं disconnect झालं. Your voice is not. I am not listening. You are also not coming on the screen. You are not connected well. Okay, there are some disturbances. I think that network disturbances. So it is not possible to connect Mr. Jayaprakash ji. But he said, thank you, Jayaprakash TK ji. You have given very beautiful information. And I think that the people will call you and will take the information. Can you connect it? Jayaprakash ji?
We are connected now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we got it connected again. So this is the information regarding the estate. Now my background is I am a retired chief engineer from the Merchant Marines, and I am also a bit old, about 80 years now. And this is kind of what I am trying to do. There is my last this as much as possible, so that bringing back into the forest.
No, you are 80 years old, younger.
My place.
You are 80 years old, younger.
That is because of the.
You are not. Yeah.
But I was there at sea for 30 years, 35 years. So that may be because of the natural life at the sea, which made me like this. That's not a problem, doctor. So what actually is.
Yeah, I think there are some disturbances there are in the connecting process.
Disturbance is still there. Yes. Can you
There is a
hear me now?
disturbance. Now, but not
Okay,
clear.
okay.
Not clear. Not so clear.
Are you okay now?
No, there is disturbance.
The audio is okay? Audio is okay?
Okay, you continue. Within 2 minutes, you continue. With 2 minutes, we will finish. Okay.
I wait for 2 minutes? Wait for 2 minutes?
Only 2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Then this is the brief thing about this matter about my. But I am so far I am very happy with the way it is going and whatever is the things I learned about or SPNF from Ashavardan who is this one. And okay, I there is no point of going back. I already asked for my gain certificate. There's no point of me continuing like this. I'll continue that. But one thing is the things which are growing like the goas and other things, the fruits which are well and all those things, they are taste much better than what we get in the market. That means it is already showing even in the period of 11 months there is something which is happening there. So
okay. Thank you, Jayaprakash ji. Thank you very much. I think that so many farmers now will call you and you have to give information. Thank you very much. Now today we will stop here and next Sunday morning, evening, 5:30 we will resume another subject. Thank you very much.